Tubelight mania. A couple of years ago, this was something not seen on the market, and right now this is everywhere. RGB tube lights, especially those small ones that are actually inexpensive, and I don't know where they came from, but now they are everywhere and I got a pair to test and review. The tube light we are reviewing today is actually called the Iwata Master S or Iwata Tech Master S. Costs 119 euros and I got sent a pair of them by Pair Gear. Thank you very much for that. If you want to buy one of them, then go down in the description. I linked them there, and this actually helps the channel grow in the future. So thank you very much if you buy it through the link. They have a 1/4-20 mount on each side, which is pretty fantastic because if you have a small screw, you can actually mount them together and get a longer one with a small black bar in the middle, which I really enjoy for different kinds of shoots. They're actually magnetic on the backside, so you can put them on any kind of metallic surface in the background, which is actually pretty great if you are on an outdoor shoot or if your set has some kind of metallic things like industrials or something else. It's app controllable, but the app itself is kind of weird because, first of all, if you don't have your smartphone on an English setting, you actually get only the Japanese version or the Chinese version. And then the story was actually that I had to make screenshots of it and Google picture translate them so that I could find the English switch, which was buried somewhere in the menus, to actually change the language back to English. Other than that, 21 different effects, the normal random thing that you get now with every RGB light, light storm, thunderstorm, TV, fire, blah 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 blah, all the stuff you need for making believable light effects. The Kelvin range is actually 2K to 10K, but the actual range is more in the 2.5K to 11.5K, which is still really great for such a small light. This has a 6-watt output. Okay, you cannot light a set with that, but you can actually light dark places. If you have multiple of them, they are perfect to stack up or to actually mount together and then put somewhere to get more output. There are much bigger tube lights out there with 13 or 20 watts, and this comes down to pricing and sizing of the lights itself. But yes, it's only 6-watt output, but the great thing about that is it has 2 hours of full battery runtime when you put it onto the max settings of 100%, and this is actually pretty bright, and for most people this is bright enough. But the great thing is, if you use it with 1%, you get 50 hours of battery life, and 1% sounds like but it's still pretty great to light some stuff. Something like a commercial or some products are perfectly lit with 1%, just to give it a splash or a touch of color. It's really, really great. And then what I really enjoy is actually the interface. The interface not in the app, but the interface on the product itself. It actually has 4 buttons, plus, minus, M and F, mode and function in that case, which actually is everything and all that you need to understand and to move and to actually go through the different modes. I really don't like the over-the-top, really not well thought out stuff that you get with other lights, like mode dials, and then you have to push in the mode dial and then you double click on another button to actually get into the setting, and then you have to scroll 6 times. I'm pretty sure if you have used one of those lights, you know what I mean. This one is pretty simple. Hold to get into the next mode, plus, minus, that's self-explanatory, and then F if you want to move inside of the functions. So it's really simple and really, really intuitive. Now, after actually explaining all of the functions, let's get into some different kinds of variations and tests and see if this is actually something for you or not. So let's actually say you are a gamer and you need for your stream some kind of key and maybe even, like me, a headlight or something, or a rim light. Then could this potentially be something that you're interested in? Yes, I think so. Since I only have 2 of those lights, I will use those 2 as one as a key and one as a fill light, and then I use another small RGB light as a second light so that you can actually see how it looks and how it feels when you're going to stream with only those lights. And then you can actually decide for yourself if you enjoy it or not. things you can use them for. In my case, I use them for almost all of my B-roll shots that I do, for all the videos. I use them for all my product commercials as a highlight, as rim lights, as just splashing some color onto it. They are perfect because not only of the light output, which is not too much, but also because of the shape of the actual light, which is long, so you can actually lay it flat, and most of the products are smaller. So this actually is a pretty great thing. And if you get two of them, it's a really great setup to infuse even more color. On the one side you can use a cool color, on the other side a warm color to actually make tonal shifts or something. There are so many possibilities with those small RGB lights that I really cannot state them all in this video. And then I actually used two, or in that case 4, but only 2 of the Iwatas and 2 others on a music video shoot that we did recently. We stick them onto some walls and they had a Blade Runner drenchy feel, and then we actually sent our talent along the lines and then we actually ran across parallel to them. It looked fantastic. Here is some footage of it. They are perfect to just drench something into color. So to actually tell the artist, as always, if you're in need of a small versatile light, a tube light in that case especially, because I'm pretty sure if you're looking at this video you are eyeing a tube light, then this is something that you should consider. Especially this one, it's not that expensive and it has a lot of great features. In my case, this is a great choice. The overall battery life, the color accuracy, and the mounting possibilities, not only with the top quarter 20 screws, but also with the magnetic mount. It's a really budget-friendly entry tube light. If you're not willing to spend $400+ on something like a Pavotube, then go take a look at this ones. I can only highly praise them. So thank you very much for watching. My name was Leech and I'm off writing the next script. We'll see us in the next video. Until then, have a great day. Goodbye.